Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a simple holiday makeup look. I actually posted this picture the other day on Facebook and Instagram. A lot of you wanted a tutorial on it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my video today. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I zoomed you guys in just a little bit so you could see better. I already have my foundation on just because I use the same foundation all the time. It's pretty boring when you put foundation on, so I went ahead and done my foundation already and I set that with some powder. That I used before I put my foundation on was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I absolutely love this primer. It's great if you have oily skin and really enlarged pores like me. And the foundation I always use, if you're new to my channel, the Revlon Color Stay Foundation. I love this foundation. I have used this for probably almost 4 years now. It's an amazing foundation if you have really oily skin and if you have acne prone skin like me. Entire face with my Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder. Again, this is an amazing makeup product. I use it in combination with my foundation. So far that's all I have on my face, and I'm going to go ahead and start on my concealer. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I love this concealer. This is actually a new bottle. This is in the color Fair, because I like using it to highlight under my eyes. I go ahead and set that really quick. Take my Coty Airspun powder. This is also an amazing product, but I don't use it all over my face because it's very high fragrance and it causes me to break out as well. But I love to use it to set my concealer. Take the Coty Airspun powder on a different sponge. This is a Equate brand, which is from Walmart, and it was like $2.94. I don't like using it to put my foundation on because it kind of soaks up a lot of the product. Flat right here, and it's awesome to set your concealer under your eyes. So I'm going to take that powder, and it kind of makes my eyeshadow a little bit clumpy. So I don't use it to set my eyelids, but I absolutely love to use it to set my concealer. I'm just going to let that bake underneath my eyes. Take my Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Medium Brown. Bottom. It kind of just gives that a good base and a good outline first, and I like to just finish up. Concealer I use to carve out my eyebrows is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I am pretty much out of this, but I love to use it to carve out my brows, and also I use it to prime my eyelids. So I'm going to just dot that underneath my eyebrows. Some concealer. I don't really like to use it underneath my eyes because it isn't like a super full coverage concealer, but I love using it to carve out my brows and to prime my eyelids because it is very long wearing. I'm gonna hurry and set that concealer that's on my lid, and I'm gonna go into my Too Faced Nikki Tutorials palette, and I'm gonna take this ivory color right here, and I'm just gonna set my whole lid. I love this Nikki Tutorials palette. It's a little bit pricey for the products that you're getting because you don't really get a lot of product in it, but the colors are very pigmented and they're so easy to blend out. Contour, but I really don't like to do a sharp contour. I pretty much just put color back into my face and just to kind of bronze it up a little bit. I'm going to take my Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle Contour and Highlight palette. This is an amazing palette. So I'm pretty much just going to take that and bronze my face up, my forehead, just to balance everything out. With my contours on, I'm going to bake underneath my contour just a little bit, even though I didn't really do a harsh contour. I just really like to clean it up with some powder. I take my Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder. I'm just going to go underneath that bronzer. I'm going to go into this Too Faced palette that I have. I'm going to take this Cool Tone Brown shade in here, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. Gonna put that dark brown pretty much over what I just put down, but very lightly at first because I'm going to be putting another shade on my lid. Like I said, I'm using very light hand with this so that I won't put too much product down. I'm taking it in my outer crease just a little bit because I will be applying more product once I get my other color on. Okay, now that I have that dark brown shade on, I'm going to go ahead and put the color on my lid. Take this palette by the brand Oaklin, and it's a gorgeous palette. It has a lot of shimmer shades in it, and I got this from shophush.com. And I'm going to take like this Emerald Hunter Green shade, and it's a shimmer shade, and I'm going to pop that all over my lid. What I always like to do when I use shimmer shades is like to spray my brush so that it really packs the product good on your brush. And it's so pigmented for 10 bucks. I think it's so pigmented. I'm going to take more on my brush and I'm going to spray it. Now that green shade's on my lid, I'm going to go ahead and dip into a darker brown shade. I'm going to go into my Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to take like this dark brown shade right here, and I'm pretty much going to put that dark brown shade in my outer corner. Taking it a little bit on my upper crease here, but I'm going to blend that out too. And then I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to blend all of that out. When you use darker colors, you cannot blend enough. It's so important when you use dark colors to blend as much as you can so there's no harsh lines. Pretty much my top lid is done, but I'm gonna take a little bit of my Coty Airspun powder. I'm just gonna dot that eyeshadow there just so that it will clean up anything that looks a little bit too harsh. I'm gonna let that powder bake just a few more minutes underneath my eyeshadow. I'm gonna hurry and set my brows and take my NYX Brow Mascara in the color Brunette, and I'm just gonna quickly set my eyebrows. I always like to brush back and a little bit up towards the front. It makes them look a lot fuller that way. Take this really pretty pinky blush, and it's by the brand Secrets Cosmetics, and it's like a really pretty pale pink blush, and I'm going to take that on my Luxie blush brush. I go back into my Too Faced palette that I was using, go in with that dark brown shade, and I'm pretty much just going to like outline my lower lash line with that, and I will blend it out with a different shade. I'm going to take a little bit of black liner in my lower waterline, and I'm going to take my Makeup Forever. It's just like a Makeup Forever black kohl liner. I'm going to take that same green shade I used on my lid. I'm going to go over all that brown that I put down. Go back into that same palette, and I'm going to take like this champagne shimmer shade right here, and I love using that to highlight my inner corner. Like always, spray my brush in my inner corner. It's very, very pretty. It's very pigmented. And next, I'm going to highlight the rest of my face, and I'm going to go into my Unicorn Glow palette. I'm going to take like this white silvery shade, and I'm going to highlight the rest of my face. Always, I'm going to spray my brush, my sponge, and just blend that in. That really helps the highlight to melt into your skin a little bit more and to help it blend out. That same highlighting shade on my finger and just pop a little bit of that on my nose. My face is pretty much done, so I'm going to go ahead and pop on some mascara. L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I love this mascara. It's waterproof, so it stays on pretty much all day for me. And then I'm going to take my favorite false lashes, and it's the Kiss brand lashes. And these are in the style Demi Wispy. These are so affordable and so comfortable to wear. I'm going to take my Salon Perfect Lash Glue and just put a very thin line on that. Gently put that on my lash line. Now that my lashes are on, I'm going to pop some mascara on my lower lashes. It's pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my favorite part, and it's the lipstick. I'm going to take one of my favorite red lipsticks, and it's the NYX Liquid Lip Suede, and I love this lipstick collection. This is the color Kitten Heels. Here's my finished look. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my video today, and if you don't care to hit that subscribe button before you leave, because it would help me out so much, and I will see you in my next video.